I knew this day would come sooner than later. Now that it's here, now it's here, it's kind of hard to think about. Hank Aaron. January 1st, January 22nd, 2021. The day that the best baseball player of all time has passed away. And I mean, as much as we want to mourn the loss of Hank Aaron, we also need to be happy and thankful for what he's done to the game of baseball and what he's accomplished in his life and as a human being. He's inspired so many people along with me. I've said many times he's my favorite baseball player of all time, and I actually got to meet him when I was 8 years old, and it was the best moment of my life. And today we are paying tribute to the best baseball player of all time, Hank Aaron, and I'm showing you some of my memorabilia. Hopefully I can pull it together. So I'm gonna go through some of this stuff and the picture and some autographs and some of my baseball cards that I have. So on February 5th, 1934, he was born in Mobile, Alabama, a super segregated place in Alabama in the deep south. And when he was a child, him and his 7 siblings would actually have to go like run and hide under their beds when the Ku Klux Klan would come in and raid their town and their city and march through Alabama for no reason. And when he was a teenager, he left to go play baseball for the Indianapolis Clowns in the Negro Leagues. He had a suitcase with 1 pair of pants in it, $2 in his pocket, and 2 sandwiches. And today he passed away as a hero. And not only a sports legend, he's first in extra base hits, first in total bases, first in RBI, and second in home runs. But in my opinion, he's the home run king. Oh man, he's a great man. Fought racism his whole life, especially when he was at home run number 713 and he was about to tie and break Babe Ruth's record. He'd get death threats, millions and millions of death threats and hate letters. And he overcame so much adversity in his life. And him and Jackie Robinson and Willie Mays and those guys really opened the doors for the players that we see today, like Fernando Tatis Jr., Ronald Acuna Jr., Juan Soto. So we have him to thank for that. And he had a 305 lifetime average with over 2,200 RBI, which is insane. I think he's one of 3 or 4 players of all time with over 2,000 RBI, 755 home runs, and over 3,000 hits. And actually, if you take away, he had 3,771 hits. So if you take away all of his home runs, he'd still have over 3,000 hits, which is incredible considering he has the second most home runs of all time, only 7 behind Barry Bonds, a 143.1 career WAR. In 1957, he won the World Series with the Milwaukee Braves in 1957, and he won the NL MVP in 1957. And he's a 25-time All-Star, even though he played for 23 years and he was an All-Star for 21 years. It was kind of goofy because some years they had like two All-Stars, 2 All-Star appearances, so you could be like a 2-time All-Star that year. I mean, his stats and who he was as a human was truly incredible and had a huge impact on so many people in the game of baseball. And so let's go through some of the memorabilia. I have actually this baseball digest from July of 1971. Super old, how Hank Aaron rates NL pitchers. I have this pennant that actually was hanging up in my room. Here, let me just move some cards so I can pick this up. I have it hanging up in my room right now. Well, I took it down. It's actually my dad's. He had it when he was a kid. Just put some of the cards back. Let's actually just go through some of these cards right now. Alright, so these are all the Hank Aarons that I have. That's a 1970 home run, or 1969 home runs leaders, but it's a 1970. This is a 1975 tops. This is a 1968 tops. This is a 61 tops, and this is a 63 card. This is actually my brother's. I think super jealous of this card because it's so awesome. Christian Yelich and Hank Aaron. Serial number out of 150. Got this in the mail from eBay, a short print, 2018 short print, and I thought this was super awesome to have. This 1971 tops Hank Aaron card. It's a PSA 6. Let's just go through these. And I actually have some more Hank Aaron cards. That's all-time home run leaders. Definitely not updated because he only has 600. Yeah, and only 673 home runs. He ended with 755. I have more Hank Aaron cards in some albums. Another 71 tops, but I just didn't feel like pulling all of them out, so I'm just showing you some of my favorite ones. This one is pretty cool, with Ernie Banks, Frank Robinson, Willie Mays, and Orlando Cepeda. This one is actually from a Post cereal box, as you can see, Post right there. Amazing picture on the front. I think this is a really cool card. Obviously, I'm joking because there's no picture on the front. And it's perfectly cut, too. No, like, mistakes while cutting it. And this one with Eddie Matthews, and Ernie Banks, and Boyer, and Hank Aaron. And this is actually my favorite Hank Aaron card that I have. My second favorite that me and my dad have collectively. A 1964 Topps Giants. I remember getting this for Christmas. This is awesome. And let me grab this pile. One's in hard cases. This Hank Aaron new all-time home run king card. I think that is super cool. This one. Really like the design on this card. Wait. These might be the same. Yeah, those are the same picture. This one is a 77. Or 76, sorry. 76. No. 66, sorry. 66. Some of these. And Hank Aaron and Willie Mays. This is one of my favorite Hank Aaron cards that I have as well. And this one as well. Hank Aaron and Ernie Banks. All of these too. These are super cool. Got another pile of ones in top loaders here. And there's a very, very special one at the bottom here. That's my favorite of all time. Hank Aaron and Mickey Mantle. I remember I just watched something on MLB Network and I saw them posing for this picture in a clip that they showed. That was during the World Series, 1957 World Series, when the Braves beat the defending champs, the Yankees. And now for the Hank Aaron rookie card, my favorite card that me and my dad own collectively, my favorite card of all time. And this is super, super awesome. So on October 24th, 2015, I got the pleasure, 8-year-old me got the pleasure of meeting my hero, Hank Aaron. Me and my dad went to go meet him, and it was his last public signing that he ever did. It was at Waukesha Sports Cards, and this is a photo of me and my dad with Hank Aaron during the photo op. So we were like 5th or 6th in line for the photo op that we paid for, and we got to have this sweet picture that's hanging up in my room. I took it down for this video. And it's right up here too, if you can see it. And after we were done, after he was done with the photo ops, then he went to go sign autographs, and we were 5th or 6th in line for that. And here's a picture of the baseball. I couldn't get it out because it's buried in a very protective bin. And here's video footage of me meeting Hank Aaron and a picture of the baseball.
Tell Mark what inscription's here.
How are you? Oh, thank you.
He's got his own pen.
Thank you very much.
Talk nice and loud to him.
Can I open this when I get in the car?
All that for you.
Okay,
we'll do it.
Here. Okay, thank you.
Here.
Thank you.
Just your name.
So if this is not your first time on the channel, you're probably realizing that there's a bare spot on the wall, and that is where a special thing usually hangs up for Hank Aaron. It's a piece of Hank Aaron memorabilia that I have, and it's from An Evening with Hank Aaron is what it's called. So about 2 months before I went to go meet him, my dad went to this thing where only 200 people could come. It was the 12th annual Evening with Hank Aaron. And all the money goes to the Chasing a Dream Foundation that helps underprivileged kids. And I'll show you video clips of Hank Aaron speaking at that event, and a picture of the signed photo, signed in like gold Sharpie. And there's a replica of the scorecard in the top right of the game he passed Babe Ruth's home run record, and then like a little plaque saying some things like his name and some other stuff. Here's a picture of it, and here are some video clips from an evening with Hank Aaron.
Thanks very much, Matt. You know, my wife said that if I hit 2 more home runs, I wouldn't be walking like this. But anyway, I just want to say thanks to some people here, and then we can turn it over to Joe and myself. First, let me thank Joe Torres for being here. Thank you, Joe, very much. You know, as I stand here this evening, I think about how many people were responsible for me being in the position that I'm in now. How many people were responsible for me talking about hitting 755 home runs or playing in, I think, to me, one of the greatest cities in the world in Milwaukee. 23 years in baseball that I had. And I had 23 very good years of baseball. But it wasn't all my fault. It wasn't all my doing, really. It was the people that I played with. I give some of the credit to people like Warren Spahn, Eddie Matthews, Johnny Logan, Del Crandall, and most of all to the great city of Milwaukee, because at that time, I was not a polished ball player. I came here all the way from Class A ball and made tons of mistakes. Runners in third base, pop up runners in third base, and did a lot of crazy things. But if it had not been for the people here in Milwaukee that stood behind me, I don't know that I would have made it. A lot of people say, you know what? It's too bad that you didn't play in New York. No, it wasn't too bad. It was good that I didn't play. I would have been out of New York. I am thankful that I came here in Milwaukee, and I grew up with the fans here in Milwaukee, and they grew up with me. And then I think about all other things. We didn't make much money, and I don't want to get into that. But the most important thing that I had going for me, and all of us at that time, was that we had Banner Lumber. We had got all our cars done free. We had all of the milk we wanted. So the little $5,000 that I made a year really looked very good.
So hopefully you enjoyed that little bit, and now we're getting into the home stretch. There's 3 more things I want to show you before I wrap up this video. There are 3 pictures, and the first one is this one, and there's actually kind of like a story behind it. It's actually PSA authenticated, and this photo was taken by George Brace, and George Brace, and he's a very well-known photographer in Hank Aaron's time, and he's known for taking off the field pictures of baseball players, off the field and on the field pictures of baseball players their first time coming to Wrigley or Comiskey, which is where the White Sox play, and obviously the Cubs play at Wrigley. This was during Hank Aaron's rookie year, and this is at Wrigley Field, and he was a very, very respected man and photographer, and the players he worked with called him a friend. And so this is actually part of a George Brace collection, and very cool photo. Now this one was actually a gift from a friend, actually a neighbor of ours. This is like an autograph cut, so it has his autograph on that little piece of paper, I guess, with a sick picture above it. And this is super cool, a really nice frame. I really like the red and the white and the blue, kind of like Milwaukee Braves colors, back when Hank Aaron played. obviously for the Milwaukee Braves, now the Atlanta Braves, and played with the Brewers his last few years of his career. And save the best for last. This is the last piece of memorabilia. He actually signed this a little over a month ago. Gotta be super careful with it. This photo, me and my dad were debating whether to get this signed because one, there weren't many high-def pictures that we could find that would look good signed, and it was really expensive, but we decided the money's going to a good place, and we just had a feeling that we needed to get one last thing signed by Hank Aaron before his time came, which is unfortunately now. And this is a picture from his rookie year at County Stadium. And we found this picture actually, and we fell in love with it right away, and we decided to print it off and get it signed. It's JSA authenticated. Here's the back. There's we still have it yet to be framed. Probably gonna get a really nice frame for this. So there we go. And here is actually a picture of him signing this picture, which I'll show right now. I just want to say that I feel so blessed and so fortunate to have been able to meet him at his last public signing and have him sign that awesome photo that I just showed you during his last private signing at both at Waukesha Sports Cards. They flew out to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, where he lives, to get that picture signed, which is pretty incredible. And that was actually just over a month ago that he signed it. So I felt like it was an appropriate thing to pay tribute and celebrate Hank Aaron's life as not only a baseball player, but above all, a great human being who overcame adversity and racism his whole life, especially, like I said before, when he was about to pass Babe Ruth's home run record. In my mind and many others, he is the true home run king. My hero for sure, someone that I look up to, that I've looked up to since I was little. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tribute to Hank Aaron, the greatest baseball player of all time. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share my videos with your friends, family, grandparents, anyone that you think would enjoy this type of content. Make sure to comment down below any questions you have or anything you just want to say. Follow me on Instagram at maxes_corneryt. Rest in paradise, Hank Aaron, and I'll see you guys in the next video.